Good morning. Okoshakatoto, shekete nekoto, shekete shokototo, anokote sekete, oshokotete, ashakototo kotete tekete, onokoshakatata, oshekete, anakototo ketete kechekete ne, otokote ketikoshakatata koshe. One que te shekete kosho. Ala koto koto pata koso toko te ke ne. O ye koto se kosho no koje. Ala koto to katakato no koto to ke te ki. Ana koto se ke te. Ala koto to te ke te sheke. If you're watching this right now, look at me. It's because you. Good morning. I wanted to come in and give you a download I had received. And that was, what does pure love, what does pure peace, divine love mean to you? I was bringing in that intention today while I was receiving my downloads from my guides and spirit source. And they wanted me to ask you that question today, because as we bring in that intention, it is also good to ask ourselves this on a regular basis. What is that feeling? What is that resonation? What is that energy? What do we connect this to? Because the more we can bring that in and feel that energy and feel the connections with that in our everyday essence, the more it can be empowered within us, the more we can feel it in the minute by minute moment, and we can feel it. We can feel divine love for our plants, for our flowers, for our coffee. We can feel it for our breath. We can feel it for every single little thing that we experience, and then it just becomes us. It becomes our existence. What does divine peace mean to you? How do you bring that into your day? So that was just the question that I was offered. How do you feel? How do you connect with that essence? Because the divine love essence and divine peace essence is very different than peace or love. So if you can connect that with your own personal, um, feelings or things around you, the more you can bring it in to your being. So that was just something that I was downloaded to offer you today before we started. So many blessings. And then going on, I was going to talk to you guys about this or that. This or that today is about coaching or events. And I love both. I love both for so many reasons, because personally, I have received so many blessings from both myself. I have gone to both myself and received so many attributes as in my own journey. And that's why I feel that it's so powerful to offer both. But events are so wonderful because you can see so many different coaches, so many different mentors, healers. They're offered at so many different price ranges. So many times you can go to different events for free, even. People will offer lives and events for free, just like this one. But there's other ones that are going to be for very inexpensive, and then it goes up, but they are amazing because you will go to events and there'll be anywhere between one person to multiple coaches or mentors, healers working together. And when it's several, it's amazing because they're bringing their energy together for that one event. And by bringing it together, hi, um, well, that's something I would love to talk to you on a discovery call about, because that is also an energy. And maybe I should do a live about that. If you were to, I've been thinking about what to do lives about, and that's something maybe I need to do a live about, because that I used to feel the same way. So it has something to do with our energy. But so but when I would go to these when I go to these events, I receive, when we put our energy together, we receive a huge impact, because they're putting their energy to, they're bringing the energy of multiple coaches, there are multiple modalities, and it the energy of all these coaches and stuff together is extremely impactful. Another wonderful thing about events is you can replay them. So you're able to use them not just the first time you see it, but you can use it over and over again. And that's something I do when I go to an event. I will, I've replayed different events. There's events that are so powerful that I go to, because not only the person who's doing the event is extremely powerful, but then there'll be like 500 people going, and the quality, all of these people going to it makes the event very powerful. And then I end up falling asleep or something. Well, that's okay. If you fall asleep during an activation, that's your higher self. Your higher self is still working and activating, and you have the replay. So then you can go and do the replay, and then you do it over and over again, Grand Rising. And so then you are able to do that replay over and over again until eventually you're no longer falling asleep and you're able to activate yourself through the whole thing. And that's a wonderful thing about events, is that you can receive that activation, that knowledge multiple times. Another thing about it is there's times when they're just talking and giving so much information at once that I just can't absorb it as fast as they're giving it. So because I receive the replay, when I receive the replay, I will pause it and take notes. And it's wonderful because then I have that ability, and there's so many. um I'm trying to see where I have it. Of course, while I'm trying to show you, but I have all these notebooks around here. Of course, they're not at my disposal when I want to show you, but I have all tons of notebooks filled with notes from different events. And then I go back and I look through those notebooks, and I was like, wow, this is great. And this is great. And so I go through those notebooks and and organize those notes later on and do things with them. And sometimes that's some of the information that I use to offer you guys. So that's one of the things that I have done with events. It's just there's so much. Another thing, variety. you are going to have so much variety from events because there's so many different coaches, speakers, mentors out there, and they're going to be offering their own takes. So you're going to be able to receive a lot of variety and see multiple perspectives. Sometimes, if they're doing an event on like manifesting, for example, you're going to see three or four different perspectives on manifesting, or and so then you can choose the parts that you like in all of those perspectives, and instead of just having that one person. So it's kind of nice in that way because you can pick and choose what you really love in all of those different people when they're coming together. It's like it's a power team in a way. That's what they're giving me. And then also, you're just purchasing it for a flat rate. Um, and that's it. Sometimes it's um not, it just depends on what it is. Some events I've seen, like what is it? Uh, I saw this one for Dr. Joe Dispenza. Some of his events go up to $1,000 a ticket. It just, or Tony Robbins and stuff like that. They get expensive. But then other ones, you're going to see online that are free, or $10 a ticket, or $5 a ticket. So it really just depends on who they are and what they're doing. And you know a, a lot of times people will have like Reiki shares, or free events, or very minimal prices. So that's it's a really cool way to start your healing process. Coaching is a little different. Coaching is usually when you have been following someone for a little while, or you really just click with someone, and you have decided you've either gone to their events, or you've gone to a service, or you've gone to a discovery call with them, and you've decided that this person and you really connect. And at that point, you have decided that you would really like to receive some services from this person. And coaching, I can't tell you how many coaches now I've had in different areas, not all in the same area, because coaching has been amazing for me in that when I am ready to achieve a goal fast, I go to a coach. Just like in sports, if you are ready to become a basketball player, you go to a basketball coach. If you are ready to become a football player, you go to a football coach. Well, when I was ready to become a Reiki practitioner, I went to a Reiki master. When I was ready to become a Reiki master, I went to another Reiki master. It was that kind of thing. When was ready to become a quantum practitioner, I went to a quantum master. It's the same thing. And so I went to these people because I was ready to do those things, not only for myself, but I knew that I wanted to offer services to other people. And I wanted to have certifications to prove that I could qualify to do that. So when I did that, I went to people who also had certifications, and you're welcome. Anyways, so I went and I found other coaches and who had that. And that's when I had discovery calls with all of them. And except for my very first coach, or my very first master, and we actually got together in person because it was pre-COVID. Anyways, and so at this point, we discussed how, if my intentions, my goals were going to meet theirs, and what they were expecting. And coaching is wonderful because it gets more in depth. When you're ready to go in depth with someone, really work on your personal goals. They are there to support you in your goals, not give you the answer, but support you in showing you how to get the answer. Mentors are more people who have, and I've done mentorship as well before I received my coaching certification. Mentors are people who have um, been in your spot and are there to support you as you go through your journey, and give you that support and guidance. And it's a little bit different, but it's coaching. They do, it's more questions and offering you the guidance, but not giving you those answers. So it's a little different in that way. But now I've kind of changed it since I've received coaching certifications, and I do coaching group and a coaching one on one. The coaching one on one is more for when you're ready to have someone do in depth work with you based on what your needs are. Coaching groups are more are for people who are doing work, and the we just basically work on, this is the set curriculum. And the curriculum is still extremely informative and extremely um, in depth. So it's not that you are not going to move or learn or access your own, um, you know, guidance, your own methods through the group. It's still extremely helpful. So it's just what you're wanting. And every coach does it a little bit different as far as how they do it. Um, as I have gone through, I've kind of tweaked what my coaches or my mentors and my different people have done for me, and made it my own. So if that makes sense. Because I've had so many that I've kind of taken little bits of several of them and adapted to my own version. And I think everyone should, because otherwise it's not um, their unique personality. It's not coming through. It's a copy of someone else's. So, does anyone have any questions about the difference? The other thing with coaching is it's more of a payment system, whereas events are that flat rate. So coaching, it's, we work with you on payments and stuff like that. Um, and coaching, it can also be either in person or through Zoom. I usually do my coaching through Zoom. It's all virtual, but I know I have other friends who are coaches and masters who do theirs in person. So, or some have hybrids who do both. So it really depends. And the cool thing about the platforms that I have is I have Tree of Life, which is it's more of an informative platform. Blue Ray Intuitive is about the coaching and mentoring. And then Ultimate Retreats and Spiritual Events is all about our events, retreats, workshops. And that is not just me, that is a cooperative of different coaches, mentors, light workers, and we all go on together to offer different types of events. And so you're going to see all kinds of different people going on there showing different things, and it's going to be a variety of different prices and modalities, and it's really wonderful because of that. And some of the stuff you're going to see is free lives all the way up to your tickets. So it's really nice because you are going to see a variety of different things on there. And if you align to someone else, then that's who you're supposed to work with. And I'm okay with that. That's what that whole platform is for. So it that's I totally completely support that, because it's a beautiful way to show off other people and their modalities. So, anyways, I just wanted to share all that, and you guys have a wonderful day. And then tomorrow, I will be on Ultimate Retreats, um, to discuss an event I'm going to be doing with my lightworker sister Carrie. We're going to be doing our Spirit Guides event this weekend, and we're going to be doing yes, the Spirit Guides activation event, and we're going to be talking tomorrow about that. So I'm really excited because she's a wonderful lightworker sister that I got to know during my last certification with Mia, and it's just been a pleasure to work with her ever since. So I'll talk to you guys soon.